which I always loved about the show too, is that it embraced that side of Regina, which a lot of, you know, whether it's films or series, they, you know, like you said, a lot of times women are very just labeled as the, you know,
Emotional.
one-dimensional, you know, people. And gosh, the roller coaster of Regina's ups and downs. And she really, I mean, that show really kind of on a larger scale touched upon what's in all of us, which is this idea of we're always struggling with what's right or wrong, even if it's on a small scale, or like in Regina's case, you know, actual evil queen versus not in the fairy tale world. But that was what was so brilliant about not only your performance, but I'm so happy that the show embraced that and really ran with it full force, which I think is what made this show so special. But okay, cool. Yeah, so I want to talk lastly about La Vie en Rose, because you mentioned earlier about your also love for music and how music also reminds you of your dad, and that's a very special place in your heart. And I like to always talk about music on this show because I think it's so important in filmmaking. I think it's like after the credits end, sometimes the music from that film is what sort of it settles in with you, and it like digs deep inside and really makes you start sort of thinking or feeling emotions that maybe you didn't while you were watching the film. So I would just love to hear a little bit about your relationship with music and film.
Well, I love to develop playlists for each character.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's so important because music is, I mean, again, nostalgic. It stirs up I'm huge when it comes to lyrics. I love a great lyricist, right? It's like that's why Joni Mitchell is one of my favorites, because she's just an incredible poet, really,
Oh,
right?
you're a poet. You were saying you wrote poetry.
I have. I've done. It's funny because I wrote some. I need a muse these days, you know. Like it doesn't come as freely as it did when I was younger. I just kind of direction, but I have a book of poetry from when I was 7, 8 to about 15.
Wow.
And
Wow.
then I put it down and I became a teenager, and teenager did all the things you shouldn't have done. And it, you know, and it pulled me away from poetry. But I love lyrics, and also, you know, finding songs that are like what this character listened to. I always thought Regina would listen to Journey, you know, like she would just be totally. I don't listen to Journey, but I think she would listen to Journey or the Eagles or something.
I love that.
I think she would really be into like classic rock.
Just to like get it out. She just like get all that angst out.
Yeah, and I would listen to a lot of that. Now, the Evil Queen is definitely more operatic, and when I remember when I was developing the character for myself, obviously Eddie and Adam created her. Well, Walt did, but you know they took her to the next level. But while I was working on her psychology,
No, it's okay.
weirdly, my phone, I looked up and it was black. I was like,
I was like, what happened?
does that happen? It's weird.
It does. It's just the you know, the beauty of Instagram Live.
Well, let me go back. I was in the car. I was in LA, and it was before we went up there to film the pilot episode. And I just got the part, and I was driving down La Brea, right by Franklin, and those who are from here know where I'm talking about. And Franklin and Hollywood, I was right there. I was listening to NPR and some beautiful. Damn it, I'm not going to remember the name of it. It's going to sorry, but I'll post it. But I was just listening to this voice. It came on at night. It's probably 10:30 at night. Beautiful operetics voice comes on, and this music was so dark and so like it just penetrated deeply. And I thought, this is where the character lies.
Wow.
And it turns out that song is actually a poem, which I didn't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll post about. I'll tweet
Yeah, I'm curious about the song.
I listened to that before every Evil Queen scene that I had.
Oh, wow.
I did it for a while until I got like, okay, it's not working anymore. I need something else, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it really put me in her shoes and like and deep in the character for me at a level I probably wouldn't have had if I didn't have the song. Everything else, but like that song, as soon as I heard it, I this is the Evil Queen song. It just is. It says like something about taking your soul, something about taking your heart.
Oh,
And
wow.
like, oh my God.
You feel like this is perfect.
It was perfect. And so that's definitely on the playlist. But music has it has a huge influence on me. I am a collector. I've not too many things. I'm selective because otherwise I would be a hoarder, and I am kind of that. I'm getting back, but I have a huge collection of music and a huge collection of DVDs and movies, and that's what I like to collect. When I was a kid, I collected stamps and stickers and stuff, but and books. I have so books, DVDs, and music,
Mm.
and that is everything for me. So yeah.
I love that. You must just be constantly creating in your mind. I feel like I feel like you're the type, and you please correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when you read, you're envisioning or you're hearing, and when you're listening, you're seeing and you're feeling. And I think that's a true gift. So, um,
100%. It's funny. I was like, what have I done this hiatus? And then I was like, what have I done? What have I done? And I was like, okay, I'm painting again. I started writing. I started, recording a song. I started a clothing line. I was like, I just want to stay creative. It's the joy of my soul.
I love it. And I'm telling you, I got to get my Keep It Regal mask. I
Oh,
can't wait for that. I got to get one of those. Those are so cute.
thank you.
Well, this was so fun. We're actually out of time. I could talk to you for hours and hours about everything,
I
but
know, likewise. That's why I said asking to put this list together was the hardest thing for me. And I just had my assistant go through. I said we need to reorganize all my DVDs because they were all over the place, and she just alphabetized all 700 plus DVDs. I was like, I love you. I want to. She's the
oh,
best. She put it all together for me. She's just her brain works in that way. She's brilliant.
mhm.
And
I love that.
yeah, and it was great. So it was fun to kind of flip through all of them. Once done, it was part of the project. I wanted her to do that so then I can go through it and go, okay, which are the ones I want to talk about here? And
Hmm.
there's a list if you go to cherrypicks.com. So,
Hmm. Oh yeah, and it's fantastic. And what I love about the list too is it's not just one genre. It's not from one time period. You really, invite us into your soul and how movies have really truly affected you, which is what I love about the Spotlight series and the Cherry Chat series. So thank you so much, and everyone
like,
go watch The Tax Collector too. Oh
oh
my
yeah,
God, amazing.
please.
Oh
Tune
my gosh, brace yourself, baby. It is a wild ride. It is a wild ride. It's
in.
great.
You know how that is. It's dark and edgy and gritty. And
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun one. So thank you so much, Lana. I really truly
yeah.
love this. I hope we can do something soon. And just thank you so much. All right, have a lovely